Namaskar everyone, this is Aniket Kesarkar. Thanks a lot for all the love and support in the previous video. Today we will be talking about what an athlete or a footballer needs to do before the match, preparing himself for the competition or the trials. Now understand this, match or a trial is a very stressful situation for players, especially for the athletes, and they are not able to understand the psychology and they are not able to perform their 100%. Then they go into depression, or they start criticizing themselves and they lose confidence. To avoid all these things, you need to understand that it is very important that you keep your mindset or your psychology in place. If you are physically fit, then it will definitely affect your game, but physical fitness you can easily overcome, or you will be able to rectify it. The most important is physical fitness. Now in physical fitness, there are 4 basic things which you need to take care of. Muscle tear. If you have any muscle tear or any cramps, you will be easily able to understand or rectify it. Once you know, you can get the treatment done. Second is joint pain. While stretching or while running, if you feel any pressure on your joints, then you need to know that there is some kind of injury and you need to work on it. You need to show it to the specific doctor. Third is cough or cold. Basic cough, cold, or basic immunity related things. These are small minor things and can be easily taken care by homemade remedies. And the fourth and most important is stamina or lack of practice. Now you need to understand, if you are not practicing for a week or two, your stamina will start reducing. It means that you are not performing on your 100% optimum level. Your lung capacity, it won't hold the same amount of oxygen. For example, if you are running for 30 minutes, 90 minutes, if you are not practicing for let's say a month, then it will affect your gameplay. So before the match, it is advisable that at least keep half an hour, 1 hour stamina. If you are not increasing your stamina, at least don't degrade it before the match. These are the 4 very basic things which you will easily come to know before the match. Now these are just the physical things which are challenging you. Second is psychologically, whether you are able to understand the gameplay. There are 4 factors which will affect you psychologically. First is enemy or the opponents. If you know about the opponent, if you have studied about the opponent, and if you are a person which is not a very confident person, then you will start over exaggerating things and you will make your enemy bigger. For example, if the defender is 5 feet tall, and if you have a fear in yourself, or if you are scared, or if you are not a confident type of person, then you will start making assumptions that he is 5'6", and these are small things, but it affects on the match day. Second thing is your coach commandments. Most of the players are under a pressure that coach will shout at him, or the coach will ask him to sit on the bench, or he will not let him perform. They don't even perform their 100% optimum level because they are scared of their own coach, and the coaches are not aware about this because they are not treating psychological problems as a problem itself. Now these all things will lead to low confidence and you are not able to perform. Suppose you have a 1 in a million chance, you are at the Manchester United stadium and you are at the trials. Now you know that your whole career is dependent on that particular trial, and your coach comes and tells you to do all the things which you are not feeling comfortable. He is doing it for the betterment and it is technically perfect, but currently your psychology is in such a way that you are not in a stable condition and you only perform 50% of what you have done in the practice. Now if the selector or the trial sees you He's gonna judge on the base of what you have performed. He won't be able to know that how beautiful you are good at dribbling, how beautiful you are good at long passes. You need to understand, if you want to give your best, you need to calm yourself down and you need to know what is the best and how you can showcase that. This is for trials. For the matches, it is not at all important to showcase your talent. It is very important to have the understanding of what the team needs to do as a united. Suppose you come to know that you are at a tournament and there are selectors or scouts in the stadium. Now you will be distracted with your performance, and what you will do is you will start impressing them. How? You will start doing dribbling, you will start doing long range crosses, you will start doing funny stuff, because you are not focusing on the match and you are now focusing on yourself to showcase the best of your talent. You are not supposed to do that. Understand this. A selector is selecting you because he wants his team to win. If he wants his team to win, he is not looking for the individual quality. Individual qualities are the very easiest qualities which you can pick from a player. These qualities are not difficult to find. For example, you want the excellent dribbler, you can get that, but he still won't be in the playing 11 team, because the skill set is can take you at certain stage. After that, you have to have the understanding of the team, what the selector sees or what the team player wants is how smooth he is at executing coach's command. First thing. Second thing, how well he understands and read the game and makes the strategy accordingly in the match, and matchmaking decisions which he takes on the field is what makes him a unique quality. For example, there is Xavi, Iniesta, who are holding the mid. Suddenly there is an attack which is being launched by his friend. He takes the ball to the other direction and creates a room and then makes a cross. Now what is happening is, as a selector, what he will see is that the attack was already launched, but the player didn't rush in. He hold the game. He made space for the other players and then he made the cross. Now these all things strategically, if putting the winger on a better position to score, now these all things will attract the selector for the midfield, not for the winger. You think that you will score and you will get selected, but that's not the case. In this case, the person who is intelligent enough to make the space is the person who's getting shortlisted or scouted. Now these all things nobody will tell you, because these all things are not there, because every selector, every club, every person has its own approach. I'm giving you an in general understanding so that you can understand the game. So what you need to do is, you need to be very simple. Keep the game simple. Do what is needed, and only do if you think it is gonna give a strategic advantage for the whole team, because football is a team game. If you make these things understand, then it will be very easy. Now most of the time, the coaches, they will try to implement strategies for their team. Now if you are underperforming, or if you are getting nervous because of the coaches, you will not perform. If you are not performing your 100%, the team is losing its strength. If imagine if this whole case is a finals, and just 1% more efforts can make the title win. If you don't put your 100% in that particular moment, then that moment is lost forever. You cannot go back in time and redo the World Cup, or redo the finals. Understand this. Don't think of the future. Don't think of the past. Think of the present. Present is that you have the match right now in your hand, and currently you have to give your 100% and best in that situation. Now, in psychologically, one is coaches, second is opponent. Third is teammate. Now, why is teammate very important? I'll tell you. Every teammate will not think of the whole team. He will also think of his own. He will try to retain the ball. He will try to score. He will try to show that he is better than other people. He will try to display his ego. You need to understand. You need to pacify. You need to communicate with all your friends, all your teammates. They are not your enemies. Even if there are two strikers which are rivaling for getting more number of goals, or there is internal competition between the players. You need to understand. You need to keep that aside before the match. Make them understand that, bro, keep the ego aside. This is the match. This is the finals. We want to win this, and you need to make an accord with them, and you need to become a good person over here. Here you need to show your friendship before the match. Even if you don't want any even if you dislike the person, still you need his support. So before the match, make sure that these all talks are done. The third and the fourth is you yourself. The most biggest enemy of all the player is he himself. The problem is you have some expectations kept by parents, by family, by society. Because when you go out in society, many people will say you're not a good player, you're not good enough. Now that becomes a pressure to you, and you want to prove them wrong. Now in order to prove them wrong, you overdo stuff. You don't need to do all this thing. You need to meditate. You need to understand that you need to know your strengths and forget about your weaknesses. For example, you are little bit chubby and you are not good with movements. Working out your chubbiness, keep it for the training. At the present, what you can do now is that you need to focus on your strengths. Your strengths is that you're good at turning. So whenever you're good at turning, turn, pass, move, these all things you need to focus on.